Steven, man. You really believe that stuff? Oh, man, come on. You really believe that stuff you be saying?
All right, let's talk about the UFC 261 pay-per-view buys. Came out April 27th, and it came out silently, man, because I didn't really hear the numbers. All right, it came out Tuesday. I think the fight was last Tuesday. The fight was the 24th, right? Let's talk about the pay-per-view buys. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I'm reading from Bloody Elbow, and it says report to UFC 261 generated over 700,000 domestic pay-per-view buys. All right. Last time I checked, the international buys hadn't came out early. Buy rate estimates the 261 have come in according to the Sports Business Journal. HT Jason Cruz last Saturday's championship triple header in Florida tallied at least 700,000 domestic pay-per-view buys, aka units sold in the United States. We don't know the global pay-per-view details of yet, but it looks like as if this outperformed UFC 259, in which Adesanya moved up and lost. I can't pronounce the dude's name, Blachowicz. It currently sits right behind Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier as the best performing pay-per-view of 2021. It's actually down from last July's first matchup between the welterweight champion Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal, which totaled a reported 900,000 pay-per-view buys, domestically 1.3 million. That card also featured 3 title fights. Usman Masvidal proved to be anticlimactic compared to the extreme climatic ending of the rematch. Masvidal's star power grew exponentially, as a result of 2019 wins over Darren Till, Ben Askren in the elbow. The knee. Nate Diaz with the Diaz fight representing the UFC's highest selling pay-per-view of the year. We didn't have any info on the UFC 258 sales of Usman winning over Gilbert Burns, so I can assume that wasn't worth touting. And Masvidal has been the draw in both Usman's fight with Usman and Baddock, KO of Jorge. Perhaps this could mark the start of Kamaru Usman's formidable A-side headliner moving forward. The next pay-per-view fight in UFC 262 in Texas on May 15th will features a lightweight bout between Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira, plus a 5-round non-title co-main between Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards. It's the first time either Chandler or Oliver has been a pay-per-view headliner. Jesus. So I mean, it's down, and just let you know the first fight affected the pay-per-view buys because it was born. I watched it, and basically, and Masvidal took the fight on a 6-day notice, and most people believe that was a built-in excuse. Usman said it, and Usman just keep getting better and better. That fight, they were screaming in my chat, and a lot of other people chat. Nigerian NyQuil. Check out Lion Killer Podcast. He way more informative than I am, but 700,000 ain't bad. And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in the rematch did 800,000. 800,000. And they first fight did 900,000. Remember, people was hungry for a great matchup in the pandemic. And UFC was the only ones moving units in the pandemic. In that Adesanya fight versus they did 1.3 domestically. I think they did like 700,000, 600,000 pay-per-views in the United States. Still not bad. Most people didn't know who the Blachowicz dude was, but he whooped his ass. And I tuned in because I wanted to watch Adesanya. But what it boiled down to is UFC fans got the bag. UFC fans buy it. They changed the rules to make it more of a clean cut in a mainstream sport, and it's paying off. Now, obviously, we seen it had a little dip when John Jones and went away, Ronda Rousey went away, Conor McGregor wanted to get the boxing back. But, Khabib really took it to the next level. And, honestly, I would love Khabib to fight, Usman, if he's still winning, he's formidable. He's going to come back and fight Conor McGregor for sure, but McGregor lost to Poirier. But I'd rather see him fight Usman. Two good wrestlers. And Lion Killer Podcast, homeboy, he wrestled on the same team as Kareem Usman. He said Usman wasn't even the best wrestler on a high school team. But he just worked hard, he stayed dedicated, and he became a great wrestler. Now he doing the same thing with striking. And that's what you got to do. But then again, I was very entertained by the card. I was mad that the Chinese girl lost, but the TV card was slapping. And the thing about prelim TV cards is it helps buyer's remorse. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is it helps. People say I ain't gonna order it. Then you see the prelims and it make you want to order it. They keep telling you to order it. You order it. In boxing, a lot of people get buyer's remorse. You know, even without the prelims in UFC, you know, they make sure they put on a good prelim card. I'm pretty sure they got a nice amount of pay-per-views from people just crossing over from the prelim. They had no business or said they wasn't going to buy it or never thought about buying it, you know. But like I said before, the first fight hurt this one. But the gate was good. They got gate money anyway, you know. But the first fight hurt this one. It was so boring, and people got to understand that Usman was also at a disadvantage fighting the guy on a 6-day notice. The next time he knocked him out, and you know what I'm saying, Usman, he might be the A-side now. Masvidal had a huge following from street fighting and, you know, the Ben Askren knee and all that. So, I mean, I think that in the future, you know, Masvidal said he wanted to fight Nick Diaz after beating his little brother up. Okay. Usman can, you know, go on and do whatever he want to do. If you want to fight, what's old boy name? Jake Paul. Do it. You beat Jake Paul, you can beat his brother, Logan Paul. But Masvidal ain't done. He come back talking about he a fan of the KO, calling people out. That's what I love about UFC. It's so young that you put a lot of money in the sport, or you know, take Dana White and put sanction belt bodies in different promoters. It's gonna be just like boxing. Keep it the way it is. The fighter's young, they're hungry, you know, and they hungry. They got that young energy. That's what people want to see. He got knocked out. I'm a fan of it. He made no excuses. And back at one point in boxing, you know, people can lose and their fans still love them. Now you lose in boxing today. You know, the fans jump bold, you a bum, you this, that, and the third, and whoop-de-wop, whoop, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just the game didn't change. UFC is good with dictatorship. They good with one belt, you know, and they good building stars like Usman. I'm going to talk about Francis Ngannou and John Jones arguing yesterday. Going back and forth. That fight going to do well over $1 million pay-per-view domestically. But this fight deserved 1 million pay-per-views. This card deserved 1 million pay-per-views, and I enjoyed it. And Dana White, keep doing what you do, you know. I know my mom back in the day said, who great idea was to do pay-per-view? Yeah, it's terrible, but it's good for the pockets, you know. But, you know, shout out to Masvidal, took it like a champ. Usman beat his ass like a champ, and it wasn't no hard feelings. And Usman closed the door, you know. You probably gonna see a trilogy as Masvidal build himself back up. But Usman said he want to fight at least 2 more times this year. And the activity rate in UFC is good, so what they say, 700,000 buys, pretty good. Don't know what he did globally, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All my links in the description. Reach out anytime you got business question, inquiry, sponsor, video question, or advertising business on the channel. All my links, social media links, description, Facebook group link there as well too. Check the MMA playlist out. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. One time for the one time good for